We're here in Montreal, conclusion of the Grand Prix Cycliste de Montreal, talking with Serge Arsenault, organizer for both the Quebec and the Montreal World Tour races. Serge, we spoke more than 5 years ago when when you were getting ready to start these races. 5 years later, because it's the fifth edition, do you feel satisfied with the way the races have progressed?
Sure, because it starts with a dream, and now the reality of 2014 is wonderful. I never expect that 5 years later we would be in such a position as I could say it without pretension, major events in cycling, the cycling world, just after 5 years. But lots of things happen. So many people help us. After that, we had as partners the federal government, all the public sector, the city of Montreal and Quebec government, and this gave us stability to make sure that the quality of the organization will be at the highest level. Racers, riders, team, the world of cycling, the world actors of cycling looked at it, understood, and now has approved that what we call la mondialisation, or making sure that cycling will be a world sport, was possible. And after that, for us, it was to maintain that quality of event and to make sure that the riders that would come here will face two major challenges, such as the Quebec circuit and the Montreal one. And when I look in 2014, I would have never dreamed of having such a podium in quality. And the peloton is happy to come in Quebec and Montreal. And we had this morning an important confirmation from Mayor Denis Coderre that said, Serge, we just confirmed that we'll be there for the next 5 years. The same thing with Quebec City. And for us, it's such a relief that we can now concentrate on making sure that the event we still have goal to reach. And I believe that in 5 years from now, we will be really a real classic. And, we didn't have to wait 100 years to be a classic. But again, my dream was also that these two races could be the riders' races, that they feel that these races, were their race. And they feel at home, they give everything, on the circuit. And for me, it's a kind of a thank you, Quebec, thank you, Canada, thank you, Serge, thank you, everyone, for what you're doing. But I believe, again, that the key to success was to believe in it, and after that, to have everyone that believe, after maybe 1 year or 2 years, that this dream was becoming a reality.
Now, the races are already recognized for the organization and the quality of the courses and the difficulty and so on. For the next 5 years, what can you do to continue to improve upon what were already considered very, very high quality races?
Well, we always have to, year after year, to increase the degree of quality. We will never reach 100%. New technology will have to be included soon from now in the TV production as well, such as Formula One carry on the air. After that, make sure that the best riders will be, but all over the world, not only in Quebec and Montreal, at the best races, to make sure that we could secure international sponsors, not only for our race, but for cycling, because I believe that such athlete as, the group, the peloton that we have here, deserve really more in what I call financial security. They're a great athlete, but we still need to get all together, the UCI, the team, the riders, so that the product that we will present will be a worldwide product that will bring back in cycling worldwide sponsors. And after that, cycling needs money. I have to say it in general, and I believe that these are the next, goal. And it won't be easy to reach these objectives. But we are all, I believe, now together, European, North American, Australian, so that sport would, just reach the level that, it deserves. I mean, it's a great, great sport. And for Montreal and Quebec, we have always to think of how could we do something better than now. And I believe that the next step for me, I'm already working on it, is the addition of some other aspect of cycling that could crown a full week of cycling event, cycling festivity. And I would like, in September, the first week or second week of September, that we could become, again without pretension, a cycling planet, for that week. And I believe we can reach it because we have to reach also the USA or American, people. And we need, I believe, for Montreal, the addition of one or two new event that will take its place with the Pro Tour, the Cyclo-Sportive, and we have to add something to have a real kind of cycling festival for 5 days, 6 days in both Quebec and Montreal.
Now, I guess one of the other questions is women's cycling. I mean, the Tour de France had La Course, some of the other World Tour races like Plouay, there's a women's event. Is there any thought or discussion about potentially adding a women's race at either one or both of these events?
That's an obligation, first of all, that now we work to expand and to make sure that we will welcome the best women at the highest level, the world team of women. But on the other side, the women's cycling will have to improve, meaning that be professional. We have to have great team. We have to have competition between the women. We cannot just, look at two girls saying these two will win everything. After that, we will have what I expect from them is to guarantee the quality of the peloton. For the men sector, all the team had the obligation to be present. All the great athletes participate. But if we want to have really a women world circuit taking, we take it seriously, well, they will have to make sure that they will guarantee the best peloton, the best riders in every big races. Now it is not the case, then they will have themselves to do their homework, I believe, and we will have to work together. And when they will be really ready to give a good quality of product as a woman field, peloton, guaranteeing quality, and after that accepting to participate in the big races left and right, then we'll be there. But I mean, to reach the top level, we have to have top organization, top athlete, and top women team that will have to act professional 100% all year around. When these conditions will be there, both from organization and riders and team, I believe that the women will take their place.
So at this point, there's no sort of definite plans for next year or the year after and so on, but when the conditions are right, then you will look at adding women.
Well, to be frank with you, to have a plan or to work on something, you have to feel that you will reach your goal and that the event will be a successful event. I just want myself one thing, to consider just one thing, and we will discuss with the world of what I call the women in cycling. Are you ready for it? If you're ready, I'll be your partner.
And last question. Every year you have made a spot for Team Canada. And we've seen a number of younger riders come along in this races, and some of them like Hugo Houle and Antoine Duchesne have moved on to World Tour races or World Tour teams. So is this something obviously that you're going to continue to support?
Oh, sure. I mean, that's one of the important thing that, the Grand Prix is a race, but at the same time, I hope that the Grand Prix will be a kind of, can we say, incubator, for the top elite. But I had a good discussion this morning with John Tolkamp of the Canadian Cycling Association, saying we have to do something now for the 17, 18, 19 boys and girls, so that they can not only train on track, that's a good thing, but they have to go in Europe. We have to find some funding to help these people to come at the highest level. It is sure that having the Grand Prix of Quebec and Montreal, because we have close relationship with all the pro team director in Europe, we can certainly influence them. So could you take this athlete, and this one, such as Duchesne, Hugo Hull, and some other riders as well. But we have to continue. But we cannot just wait for luck. We have to work on it, have a definite program, have specific relationship with the team directors of the world. But we have also to keep the dream alive of all the young riders of 15, 16, 17 years old, that they will be sometime, someday, at the starting or at the starting line of the Tour de France. To do so, we have to have a real plan, and that's why we met today with Jean Tolkamp and some of the people from Canadian Cycling, saying now we have to take it seriously, because sport, it's terrible what I will tell you, but doesn't start and doesn't end with the Olympic result.
Okay, well, thank you very much, and hopefully we'll be able to have this discussion in another 5 years at the 10-year anniversary.
Well, 2019.